moment, I'm not real sure where the fire is. There's a bit of chatter on the radio.
Deep in the southwest of Tasmania, the mighty forests of the Huon Valley are on fire.
We've got to go through the middle of the burn, which I'm not really that keen on because there's a lot of big, dangerous trees out here.
Local logger Neil Bennett is hauling his digger straight towards the inferno in an attempt to halt the blaze.
Who's going to go up around here and chuck the digger off on the road and clean the existing fire trail up to try and stop the fire? Very nerve-wracking. Makes the old guts turn, this does.
Started by lightning strikes during a dry summer storm, the fire has already savaged 180,000 hectares of pristine forest. As the inferno spreads, hectare after hectare of bushland is destroyed, threatening lives, homes and businesses. For Adrian Bennett, fighting the fires is a life-threatening mission.
We're sending our crew out to try and stop the fire. Yeah, we're throwing them in some pretty dodgy places.
The Bennett brothers, Adrian and Neil, are fourth-generation loggers. Their family business employs up to 150 truck drivers and timber workers. But the huge fires are threatening to wipe out their livelihoods.
We're just trying to sort of minimise the loss of timber for the income of the valley. We've got something like 20-odd fires burning our resource, and it's also heading towards the townships now. And the dozers and the excavators are just trying to bust into it and put fire breaks and cut the fire off.
The dozers smash down vegetation and trees in the path of the fires to starve them of combustible material and contain the flames.
We're battling. My job for the last week or so, I've been on our little dozer, just going from fire front to fire front, just trying to cut it off.
The timber mill is also under threat.
There's a high risk to us. Lose machines, lose trucks. We haven't lost any structures yet down here, as of this morning, I think.
Look, Eddie comes with me dog.
At home on his farm, Neil's waiting on the fire department to call him to action.
With his moon dish on.
The father of two is on high alert.
Yo! Yep, no worries.
Daddy.
We're gonna go, my girl.
Neil has to scramble to help cut new fire breaks.
We're gonna be going fair through the middle of it, where it's burned up over the main tourist route.
The intense heat can destroy a truck in minutes. The lives of his family and neighbours are on the line. There's no guarantee that Neil will make it home.
Slowly working the way this smoke's laying across here. Wind's got it going pretty well on me. We may have to boot scoot here in a minute.
What we're going to do is we're going to run these across the line one by one. There's no signals here. This is strictly a bush crossing. So we've got to be really careful.
In outback Western Australia, Steve Grahame and his old mate Si
Have you seen the ramp going over it?
are about to cross an active railway line with 3 trailer loads of building supplies destined for a remote community.
Right, Si's into it now.
Here we go. My trailer's pretty low.
The huge freight trains that ride this line can take kilometres to stop. They'll destroy anything in their path.
He's on a tight little jump up there with not much weight on his drive. It's a bad spot for Si to get rolling from. I think there might be a train coming. Absolutely, definitely glad we stopped. Wouldn't want to run into that thing.
Steve's in convoy with Cy Howells and Patrick Reed.
What did you see on your walk down, mate? Anything bad?
A lot of dust, mud.
They've been shaken and bogged, but not broken.
I've been 40-something years outback trucking. It's never been as easy as what I thought.
From Perth, Steve's convoy is halfway through a 1,300-kilometre journey through the heart of the Great Victoria Desert to the isolated community of Junjunjara.
Coming out here is, you know, for some people it's like going to Mars. There's no phone for 600 kilometres, there's no backup, there's no drink of water anywhere on the way here.
They're transporting machinery and building supplies for much-needed sanitation improvements in the township.
It's been raining here, so we certainly don't want any more water on this road.
So far, they've avoided the threat of cyclones, but ahead, in the remote desert, are poorly maintained dirt tracks that can take down a truck in an instant.
Spits up rocks from your drive, put holes in the rest of your tyres behind you. Turns into a whole world of hurt.
After the close shave with the train, Steve and Cy are on high alert as they prepare to cross the rail.
Plenty of room there, off?
Yeah, 6 inches.
With low clearance on all the trucks, they could grind to a halt, dead on the tracks.
It's steep, and if we hang up on there, we're going to have to basically skull drag them off the line and shut the bloody railway line.
The Trans-Australian Railway line is a 1,700-kilometre stretch of track that connects the east and west of the continent. Shut it down, and no goods or passengers are getting through.
It's when you get across that hump that your troubles start. As you can see, his back wheels are clean off the ground.
Unreal.
Right, I'm about to drag all my lot up here. I better focus on this. Just giving up a bit of a run up here, side. This is really serious stuff you're trying to pull on here.
Yeah, Kyla 1 is all clear. Kyla 2 is clear.
Roger, it's 3 that I'm worried about.
Kyla 3 is all clear.
Beautiful, thank you, Al.
With all 3 rigs safely across, the truckers need to find the bush track that will lead them out to the remote community.
Yeah, they're showing us this one here. Yeah.
One wrong turn, and they're in a world of pain.
Triple road train out here wandering around on these little tracks. You don't want to have to turn around. Turning around out here can be half a day's job.
It's 20 to 1. We've gone 3 streets, maybe a total of 2 Ks.
In Coorparoo, Brisbane, Robbie Mackay and his house-moving team are battling to haul a home through narrow suburban streets.
Wise right. You're good. Get me right in that car. You're good on the cars, keep going.
Under their oversized load permit, they can only transport the house after midnight to avoid traffic and have to be off the road by sunrise.
I'm gonna need all these cars on the driver's hand side gone. Yeah, more unwanted delays, and then we've got the rain coming in and not good conditions.
From Brisbane, Robbie and his crew are moving the fragile timber-framed house 280 kilometres south across the border to Taloombi in New South Wales. All day, Shane Burgess has been in charge of dismantling the house.
It's got to be split into 3 sections. At this stage, we're digging out underneath so we get the trailers under it.
It's a fully renovated house. They've spent a lot of money on it, so obviously we don't want to cause any damage. If we do, we've got to fix it.
Back we go!
The move is under strict road transport size limitations,
How do ya?
forcing the crew to saw the house into 3 pieces, each loaded onto its own trailer.
Bear this way. Hold it.
With the biggest piece measuring a traffic blocking 6 metres wide by 5.2 metres high.
We're just parting this piece off here. It's all cut and ready to go.
The permits for hauling the house from Queensland to New South Wales start at midnight. Bossman Robbie arrives early to take charge of the convoy.
It's only 11 o'clock Saturday night. People are still out, people are driving around, cars parked, people having a few drinks and can't move them. We try not to do Saturday night shifts for that reason, but unfortunately the only time we're allowed to move in New South for this particular load, because we're going so far down the highway, is Sunday morning.
If the move fails, it could be another 3 weeks before Robbie and the crew can try again. A costly delay in extra wages and fees.
And then we've got the dramas. When we get to the border, we've got to swap police. Always a drama making sure that them police show up, otherwise we're stuck sitting on the border waiting for them. Are you high enough to go over it?
With hazards left and right and live power cables above, one wrong move can put everyone's life at risk.
Watch the other side.
The fire's not very far away from us at the moment.
Father, trucker and fourth-generation logger Neil Bennett is driving straight into a firestorm unleashing fury on Tasmania's Huon Valley.
We don't know where it's going to end up, but it's got a lot bigger.
He's delivering heavy machinery to carve urgent fire breaks into the forest, trying to halt the bushfire's relentless march.
We're going up over the Blue Hills here now, and this piece is unburnt, but yeah, for how long we don't know. Like, it could go at any time.
Truckers like Neil are the lifeline for dozer drivers such as Jim Woodward.
Without the trucks, we cannot get machinery into jobs, and without them, we can't get out. Not fast enough.
You've got all the leaf litter, and as soon as it gets a bit of heat in it, got a eucalypt and that, they explode. It just goes off like a cannon.
Right, I see that. Thanks, Chris.
Get down the road, thank you.
Breaking through the rampaging fire, Neil just makes it to the drop-off point, where fire crews are desperate for his cargo of heavy machinery.
Drop this digger off here, try and cut the fire off and coming back this way.
With every minute wasted, more forest burns to the ground. Neil's straight back in the cab to reload.
We're heading back, pick another 20-tonne excavator to run them out to the other side of the fire, just to, see what they can do out there.
But the relentless pace and boiling conditions are taking their toll on Neil's truck.
I've got something forward brake, something in. I think she's got a blown turbo pipe. It's whistling.
To fix the truck, Neil returns to the muster point at the mill. The designated safety area is no longer safe.
Burned all around this southern site, which is one of our major sawmills that most of our timber goes to, and we're trying to protect it.
As the fire grows, the inferno threatens.
The fire's only just done the bank. Fire brigade around us, but I don't want to be sitting here too long. I thought she blew intercooler pipe. I've got to try and find the issue. Hopefully I can find it soon.
It's a deadly race to fix the truck.
Look out. The fire at the moment's nearly right round her. A lot of ash falling, a lot of hot embers. But there's only a little piece here where we're sitting that it hasn't burned yet, and they're working very hard on it to keep it that way.
If the fire continues on its current path, then the mill, vehicles and lives could all be lost.
There wasn't a turn to the right here, was there?
I looked at that, but I doubt it.
In Outback, Western Australia, Steve Grahame and his crew are hoping they're on the right track, delivering building materials for an isolated community in the Great Victoria Desert.
if that other track wasn't used at all, this one's still being used, so...
Yeah, you're right. It's only a grid line or something.
Yeah.
Their only clue is an old dog fence. They need to find it soon to confirm they're headed in the right direction.
Often when you're out here in the desert and these tracks go on and on and on, you start to wonder if you haven't taken a wrong turn. And there is one rule of thumb I've always gone by, and that is keep going till you're sure. Till you find something you absolutely know can set you right or wrong.
Choosing the wrong dirt track out here can be costly, both in time and money.
Turning around is just often not an option. You know, you're splitting up and you're spearing one trailer after another out there into the bush.
After 2 hours heading dead straight, the track begins to bend.
About time we turned east.
Yeah, it made me feel a bit better inside.
We've just turned east, which is reassuring. We needed to be going a bit more east. And the side just tells me he's come into the dog fence, the vermin-proof fence, and that's where we should be. We're on the right track, we're on the right road. This fence was put in many, many years ago as a vermin barrier. Dingoes and emus, I think. Rabbits would have got through it, probably.
They may be on the right track, but the grim reality of this treacherous outback road sinks in.
I don't want to end up like this bloke over here, rolled over on my head.
500 kilometres of bone-crushing corrugations and truck-destroying washouts lie ahead.
Like this little mongrel here, you break your truck, you break your load, you break chains. If you want to be impatient, don't be out here.
Got a lot of low wires through here.
In Brisbane, Queensland, Robbie Mackay is leading a convoy of 3 trucks transporting an entire house to New South Wales.
When I go around this corner, watch my trailer and make sure I don't hit this centre island.
Tight corners and low power lines are making for a slow and dangerous journey.
It's a bathroom on the back, so physically it sticks out, obviously, which is annoying, but it's also heavy. It's a real pain to drive because you can't see the back section because it's so far back. You can't see how wide that's sticking out.
Jump going up. Watch out. Steady. Go up on this side. Up on this side.
With a state-of-the-art remote unit, Robbie raises the trailer for more ground clearance.
That's high enough, go over the island, Bretto.
Going over the next one.
Robbie's permit only allows his crew to be on the road until sunrise. Run late, and they'll have to abort the mission.
Run.
Yeah, good night, mate.
Just as the power lines and corner are cleared,
Yeah, fit through here, Brett, or what?
the oversized convoy is confronted with parked vehicles, blocking both sides of the street.
Dylan, run up to that QPS and tell him we need to move them cars.
At 1 a.m. on a Saturday night, the owners could be anywhere.
You own these cars by any chance? You don't know who does? The police are just gonna run the regos of these cars. We've got to get half a dozen moved to fit through.
One by one, the sleepy residents move their vehicles.
Sorry to wake you up, mate. It's good that he's home, but delays like this make us late to the border, which pushes us back on our permit time, which is a drama. So, all right, we'll get moving, eh? We're brushing into trees because of the other cars that we can't get moved. If the cars are gone, we'd have heaps of room, you know, we'd have 2.5 metres, but they're not, so we've got like 100 mil. Oh, got rid of another one.
Just as Robbie makes it to the highway, a tyre blowout.
Yeah, flat tyre, that damage trial. I'm going to fix before we get going.
With less than an hour to get off the streets, the flat tyre could bring the entire mission to a halt.
I'm doing great on time, I'll give you that.
The wind's picked up quite considerably now, up around about 90 k's, they were saying on the radio. Got very real.
Surrounded by out-of-control forest fires, Neil Bennett races to fix his truck and escape the approaching inferno.
We've got a really cool pipe there coming out the road, and the fire's still lapping around us pretty well. Roger, D. We'll see how that goes. Replace the intercooler pipe. Hopefully that was the problem. It had a little bit of a hole in it, so...
The fire is rapidly closing in. Neil's cargo of heavy machinery is urgently needed to carve fire breaks into the bush.
Off we go.
Be mindful, guys, the wind's picked up a little bit.
Yeah, she's a bit hot and smoky through here.
Minutes down the road, Neil discovers his truck's engine is still losing horsepower.
I didn't fix the right intercooler pipe. Not right, I've got to have a bit more of an investigation.
With the engine struggling to pull his 30-ton load, he needs to fix it or risk being overrun by the fires.
We can only get up around the corner here a little bit now instead of the big main feeder lines that go to Southwood down there on the ground.
Power lines brought down by the fire are blocking the road.
I didn't think he hit them with a really big axe, but we got told under no uncertain terms to cut them.
Waiting for the fire crew to disconnect the power, Neil seizes the opportunity to repair his truck.
Here's my problem. She blew the little compressor pipe off the compressor. I can poke my finger in it. So does that tell you that it's blown?
Neil and the fire crew have to work fast. If the wind changes direction, the fire could be on them in a flash.
Dodge up job. Gonna try and ratchet tape around this to keep it going until I get back home tonight and find the right piece. Get up on me, bastard. Righto, we'll see how that goes. See how long that lasts for.
The power lines are finally cleared, and not a moment too soon.
Yo!
Neil receives a desperate call from his brother Adrian. He's in trouble and in urgent need of rescue.
Up Swamp Road. I think it's getting a little bit warm up on the bank there for him, so we'll charge up and see if we can get hold of him.
Well, I'd look along here about 8 kilometres an hour, a bit over walking speed. That's all we can do.
In Western Australia's Great Victoria Desert, Steve and Si face 500 kilometres of rough dirt tracks, hauling 100 tonnes of building material to a remote community.
The road's slowly deteriorating as we speak. You know, the further along we get, the worse it seems to get.
Endless rows of corrugations threaten to bounce the earth-moving equipment right off the trailers.
It's getting a very rocky and sway over some of these dips, and big balloon tyres, they get a hell of a sway up sometimes.
Lose a 30-tonne machine off the back out here, and there's no getting it back on.
It's the old story, I want to get the freight in, I don't want to be sitting out here broken.
You wouldn't want nothing bad to go on out here. There's not much help, is there? Looking around you.
Keep my eyes peeled. I've slowed down again. It's hard to make any pace at all on this track at the minute. I grabbed another gear, but it might have been too excitable. We got back to here.
Ahead, the corrugations give way to dried-up washouts.
if you hit them hard, they're axle breakers, these buggers up here, so certainly wouldn't want to hit them without you know that they're there.
The only way through is at a crawl.
Oh, gee, this is a trailer breaker. That's a hell of a dip. Now all the trailers are flexing and bending. All right, I think that's it. We won't get much more done today. It's near dark and we're not going to get in there. I think we'll be about 60 kilometres, 50 or 60 kilometres short of it. It's been a long, long day bouncing around on these roads.
Just hours from the community, Steve and the convoy will have to camp here tonight and face the desert sun tomorrow.
This is the last run in, about 70 kilometres and straight into the sun, heading due east. Even the dog doesn't like it. It's going to be a painful first half an hour, I suppose.
Get out of the way, Bretto.
On the Queensland-New South Wales border, Robbie Mackay is running desperately low on time. His house-moving permit runs out at dawn, and one of his trucks has blown a tyre.
Hey.
The trailer wheels should take minutes to change.
Tight, all right.
But a stubborn wheel nut is refusing to budge.
Put it on and turn it.
Robbie deploys a torque multiplier to increase the turning power.
Yeah.
With the precision of a Formula One pit team, Robbie's crew get the race to the border back on the road.
It's like 1:30 and we've got to be at the border by 2. Otherwise the New South Wales police could leave, like they might not wait around. I can't go on the road without a police escort, so if they leave, I can't move into New South. So we definitely can't afford any more delays.
Travelling at speeds of up to 100 kilometres per hour, a tarpaulin protecting the house from the weather has torn free.
Is it just flapping?
No, it's ripped. It's ripped from the corner, man.
I might find somebody to pull up. I'll have to pull this tarp off. Grab the impacty, rip that tarp off.
The tarp has become a serious danger. If it blows off and hits traffic, it could cause mayhem.
Yeah, we're on the Pacific Motorway, which is, it's one of the largest and busiest motorways. Cut it close here. Can't tell what the you doing. Right? So now that the tarps are off, obviously rain's an issue. We pick up a bit of speed as long as it doesn't rain.
Robbie's in a hurry to make the border, where New South Wales police are waiting to take over escort duties from their Queensland colleagues.
Go, Dean. Go, Dean.
Robbie doesn't want to stop, but he can't pass Dean's escort vehicle.
Dean.
Sometimes the call of nature is more important than the call of Robbie.
Come on, Dean, hurry up, let's go. Alright, so we're not over the border yet, but Queensland police are about to drop off. And New South Wales coppers are going to keep us going. We're running late, so we're 40 minutes behind schedule.
As the house convoy cross the border into New South Wales,
we're just coming up to Ocean Shores, it's just starting to rain.
the storm is threatening to turn this house move into a very expensive mission.
It doesn't take much to wreck a house, you know.
Some of the places you've got to unload them and that you leave them, but sort of does make you feel a little bit sick in the stomach sometimes.
Tasmania's Huon Valley is on fire. Logger Neil Bennett is racing to rescue his brother Adrian, who's been clearing trees in a brave attempt to halt the deadly fire front.
Strategy, there is no strategy. They're just chasing it, trying to get around as much as they can, but it just keeps jumping.
He needs to floor it. Every second counts.
coming somewhere to fire. We're not real sure, but I think it's only over the back of this hill here.
Pulling a 5 metre wide, 30-tonne load on narrow roads. One wrong move and it could be all over for Neil.
Got the heart rate pumping a little bit. That corner's not. Slow down, slow down.
Neil gets as close to the fire front as he's permitted.
Sitting at the top of Swamp Road here, waiting for my brother to get back with his little dozer and make sure he doesn't catch light and burn in the process.
With the fire front closing in, Neil's brother Adrian has to escape, driving a dozer with a top speed of just 16 kilometres per hour.
They'll only walk so fast, you know, the flames will overtake them. You've got the float nearby, it's just on the back, you know, chains on and gone. You get them out a lot quicker.
Adrian's safe for now, but the dozer is busted.
Just trying to track around a spot fire in there and I've ended up breaking the tilt ram on the blade.
With every machine needed to fight the fires, they have to fix it fast. As the brothers race to repair, the radio brings distressing news.
It looks pretty thick. I can't see through it to see what's behind it.
One of their employees, Jim Woodward, is trapped, surrounded by multiple fire fronts.
And yeah, it's putting a lot of crews in, not in a good predicament. With most of the machine drivers here, yeah, they're mates as well, so.
Driver Greg Walker is closest to Jim's location.
And I don't know if we're going to be able to make it up in there or not, but if it gets too hot, we might have to turn around and head back out ourselves. But we'll go up there and we'll see if we can help him. Listening to on the radio then, they've got 90 km/h winds up there and fire heading towards them fast. So it's not looking good. Got the top of the quarry here, Michael. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get through. It looks pretty thick. I can't see through it to see what's behind it.
Greg's cut off. And for Jimmy, trapped behind the fire, there's only radio silence.
This is day 3 since we left Kalgoorlie for 600 and something kilometres, and you know, the last little bit driving into the sun, I can't see sticks on the road or sharp rocks.
In outback Western Australia, Steve Graham's convoy is racing across the Great Victoria Desert. They need to deliver sanitation equipment and building supplies before dark.
With 62 wheels on the ground, if there's something nasty there, there's a good chance I'll grab it. And so close, you know, it'd be nice to roll over the line without any more damage. Yeah, it's not much fun, sorry.
With every metre of road punishing the trucks, Steve regularly checks the battered trailers.
Would you believe it? Little wheels, I hate them.
One of Steve's 62 tyres has been destroyed by the dirt.
Another tyre.
I'm just jacking it up to change the flat.
Even with 3 truckers changing a single tyre, it can still take an hour.
Well, there you go. He's got a wheel brace in his hand, so there you go.
Especially when only one is doing all the work.
Nothing's changed over the years, Si. I'm down here changing a bloody tyre and you were laughing at me.
I've earned my right, I think.
It's good having friends to help.
Tyre change complete. The truckers are finally on the home stretch.
Let me hide this shit. We're nearly in there. There you go. There's the 5 kilometre sign. It's good to see that. I haven't seen a sign for this place since I left Kalgoorlie.
After an epic 1,300 kilometre journey, the 3 trucks finally arrive at Chunchunjara. This remote desert community has just 200 inhabitants, and Steve's cargo of essential sanitation equipment is long overdue.
The community will be far better off for it. They'll be able to go to the toilet a lot easier, if you want to put it that way.
That's it.
Unreal.
Mission success.
Si, thanks, mate.
Yeah, thank you too.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, no worries, eh?
Let's make a move.
Righto, fellas. Good on you. You know, I can't help but feel we always leave a little bit of a legacy. The infrastructure that's here, the things that are here can only be brought here by trucks. Yeah, and fellas like us have got to be prepared to do it. I get a real sense of satisfaction out of that, a sense of achievement that we've done well. And of course, I enjoy it when I'm doing it with good mates.
Fingers crossed it doesn't get any heavier.
Barely 10 kilometres into New South Wales, Robbie's house-moving convoy is caught in a storm.
If it keeps up, we're going to have to pull up and tarp up again, which is like, that's going to take a fair delay, and we're already really pushed for time, so it's something we definitely don't want to do.
Robbie's oversized load permit runs out in 3 hours. He can't afford the time to cover the house in a tarpaulin. If the plasterboard interior walls get damaged, Robbie will foot the bill. Dawn breaks, and thankfully, the storm has passed.
Just coming on sunrise. It's good that it's Sunday morning, not a lot of people out. Still doing pretty well as long as we get off the highway soon.
After 280 kilometres, the convoy arrives in Tallumbee. They're on the home run.
Kangaroo, mate.
To greet their freshly transported home,
I'm Robbie, this is Shane.
are the happy owners, Peter and Vicky Grant.
It's just a fantastic operation, the way firstly they can cut it up and put it on the trucks and then get it here and get them off again and put it all back in one piece. But yeah, we're looking forward to moving in. This is going to be our place for the next quite a few years, I think.
The rain damage has torn some plasterboard from the interior, but on jobs like this, it's an expected casualty.
When we do these big trips, generally plaster doesn't travel that well. Like under our contract, we got to fix it. But tiles and everything in the bathroom are really good, and same as the kitchen, so they're the important bits. The owner's happy, I'm happy.
I'll just hold at the quarry here, Mick, until I hear from you.
In Tasmania's Huon Valley, trucker Greg Walker is attempting to rescue his trapped workmate, Jim Woodward, but he's cut off by out-of-control bushfires.
Where are you, Neil Bennett? In 4 in Joel.
Just leaving Southwood.
Neil Bennett has little choice. He drives straight into smoke-choked forest to try and rescue his mate.
She's picked up a bit here, so we'll see how we go.
An emergency fire service vehicle suddenly blocks Neil's path.
It might be better backing out and going out that way.
Yep.
It's too dangerous to continue.
No, the road's blocked down there in front of the fire's come up over it, so I've got to go back up here to spin my big float round.
Neil needs to take another road to get to Jim. And worse still, the radio's on the blink.
Where's Jimmy at?
Neil gets a lucky break. The smoke momentarily clears.
How far is Jimmy out, Mick?
He's a couple hundred metres down back and redrive from the intersection.
Come round, you bitch.
Miraculously, Jim and the dozer emerged from the burning forest.
If you're going to put it on quick. I don't want around here. As long as she's coming up that bank at us. Get her in third. Get her up on there. All right, now.
There was a wind change. With that wind change, it put us in big danger. They actually had to drive through fire to get to us, which they did, got us out, made us safe, so we were lucky.
We're back down out of here now, dog. Jimmy's over on him. Managed to get up and get him out, so that's a bloody good plus. I'll have a smoke now.
Neil's joy is short-lived. The mill is burning.